What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the Tea Lounge, and we need to talk. So we're starting off this series with something that's got everyone talking. The shocking but somehow not surprising assassination attempt on former President Trump.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
What's up, Sipper Society? Listen, y'all, when I say everything in America has turned political, I mean everything. It's gotten visceral, and now, tragically, it's turned violent. Again.
Two Secret Service sniper teams could be seen on rooftops behind former President Donald Trump less than 2 minutes before gunfire erupted at a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania on Saturday. They appear to be getting into position.
What happened?
President Trump was speaking from a stage located here. The suspected gunman was on the roof of another building less than 450 feet away from where Trump was speaking, with a clear line of sight. 1 minute and 32 seconds before shots are heard, we can see two Secret Service sniper teams moving into place on the roofs behind the former president. One on the south roof and one on the north roof. Moments before the shooting, we can hear nearby spectators saying they see someone with a gun.
He's going down!
While Trump speaks, the Secret Service snipers are still facing the gunman's direction. We then see an agent on the north roof pick his head up just before shots ring out at 6:15. Secret Service agents rush to pull Trump to the ground.
How, Sway? How? Now, this ain't just about Trump. We've seen it all, from Congress members being called bleach, blonde, bad-built, butch-body bitches.
Come on.
You the one talking about.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No,
what you're
ain't
reading.
nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
I dare you
Meeting will
attack the
suspend,
physical
meeting will
appearance of another
suspend.
person.
Are your
Move
feelings hurt?
her words down.
Aw.
Oh, girl, baby girl.
Oh, really?
Don't even play.
Baby girl? I don't think
We are gonna move and we're gonna take your words down.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad-built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman,
I'm
I
trying
make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's
Hold
a
on.
part
I'm
of it.
trying to find clarification on what qualifies.
Chairman, motion to
I
strike
had no
those
idea
words.
what you just said.
We're not gonna do that.
A what now? A what now?
He said, oh, what now? I have
he
no
said?
idea
A
what you're
what
saying.
now?
She was like, AOC was like, girl, baby, girl. Well,
A what
now,
now?
okay, Jasmine didn't quite say that B word, but y'all know she was thinking it. Nevertheless, from insults flying on Capitol Hill to the madness on January 6th that had every black person saying if that was us, we would be dead, and now a bullet that damn near took out Trump. Picture this. Butler, Pennsylvania, a rally buzzing with the usual politics, and then bang, shots fired. Former President Trump was right there mid-speech when chaos erupted. Suddenly, it's like a scene out of a movie. Secret Service yelling, get down, while men from form a human shield around Trump. The gunman, identified as Thomas Matthews Crooks. And get this, the man lived just a stone's throw away from the rally in a Pittsburgh suburb, and a registered Republican. Yeah, you heard that right. But here's where it gets spicy. Minutes after the incident, the word staged starts trending. Conspiracy theories are blowing up everywhere. From theories from how nobody seemed to panic, to high-profile photos that looked a little too perfect, some folks on social media didn't shy away from calling it a setup aimed at garnering sympathy. I mean, a picture with Trump bloodied and defiant, fists raised, like he's some kind of Malcolm X or whatever with the U.S. flag flying in the background. Come on now. That's some heavy imagery. And it wasn't just our everyday trolls pushing this narrative. Elected officials jumped in too. Congressman Mike Collins threw shade saying Biden got his hand in this. Adding fuel to the messy fire, some even accused former high-profile figures of orchestrating the attack. No evidence, but the age of the internet. But this is the age of the internet, you know.
Well, I heard, and I'm not sure how accurate this is, but did you hear or something to the effect that Biden said that we have to put Trump in the bullseye?
I absolutely heard that. And not only did I hear that, I heard it was the same day as the actual assassination attempt.
So are we adding fuel to the fire if we're not fact-checking the information that we're giving?
Well, I mean, it was to the point where and I wish I would have the clip, but I might, put it in our community, put it on the community wall.
Okay.
But it was so much so that he had to address it. I forgot on where he was being interviewed, but Biden had to address the bullseye comment.
Okay.
So we'll can look into that later. But as the real footage rolls out, the reality of the terror and chaos at this rally hits hard. We're talking about real people.
Right.
Real fear. And amidst all this, Trump with his hand raised, not just in defiance, but maybe survival.
And there was someone that actually did get hit. And
Yes.
I think someone actually did lose their life.
Yes, one lost their life, and there was like two in critical condition.
Right.
Oh, well, actually two lost their lives because they got the gunman.
Right. Who was only 20 years old.
Who was only 20 years old, and who the snipers on the roof was facing,
Right.
and who was the people on the ground alerting them to.
So this is
weird.
so
to
this
me.
is why this is weird, because not only was he on top of a building, I guess like the security, kind of part of it, but how was he able to, at 20, or just in general, get across any level of security to even get up on that roof, because it was still in the convention area. He wasn't like in another building far away. He was in the midst of everything.
Did
I heard someone say on Fox on Soul that it was complacency.
It could be complacency. Did the other clip play? Did the footage already aired? Correct.
Yes.
So sorry, but they were saying that they were facing the gunman. In that clip, they said they were facing the gunman.
Well, they were, but they were also at the foot of the building. Security.
Right.
Yes.
What I don't understand is I remember when I was working at Saks Fifth Avenue, I forgot which president or which uppity up was coming to speak at the church across the street.
Shut it down.
St. Patrick's Cathedral. Days before, they surveyed our entire store to see every single angle and make sure that they had people in place. So how, Sway? I don't get it.
So again, complacency.
Exactly.
Not thinking that we have to do what's necessary just in general.
Complacency or instructions. Look. So, folks, it's up to you all. Was it a real threat or a political stunt? Whatever it was, it's got us all watching and wondering what's next.
Indeed.
So let's switch gears to something that's brewing, a controversy by way of Project 2025. Listen, y'all, this is no ordinary policy plan. It's got people talking about the future and not in a good way.
So I did my notes, I did my research because I wanted to make sure that I came informed.
Right.
Because I've been seeing all over social media about Project 25.
Yes.
And I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't know what it was.
Right.
I just thought, 2025 election. I didn't really know that there was actually an attachment or a bill or an actual a list of policies that wanted to be put into place when the election is over in 2025. So for those like myself who were not aware, it says that the Project 25 is a wish list for Trump's presidency, and that the document states out 4 main policy aims to restore the family as the centerpiece of American life, dismantle the administrative state, defend the nation's sovereignty and borders, and secure God-given individual rights to live freely. And here's an outline of several of those key proposals. So proposal in government, immigration, climate and economy, abortion and family, tech and education, and that the plan's future is backed by a $22 million budget?
22 million. Now,
Okay.
this is a right-wing think tank, right? And it's basically the blueprint for Trump. Now, I recall in 2014, I'm going to just go back for a little bit. In 2014, I forgot the name, it was like science and ethics or some kind of ethics class I was taking. And I remember hearing the statistics at that time on unemployment. And they were saying something like, you know, it was like 60% of African Americans who was working, 40% who weren't working. That does include children when they have unemployed. That's in the number. But of those 60, I was listening to Claude Anderson, and he was saying that, and he's an economist, and he used to work for the Carter administration. He was saying that 70% of blacks worked for government, whether city or state.
Okay.
So when I'm doing my research, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, well, how can they, because, you know, I'm a father's child. Everything is, you know, he's Nation of Islam. I'm thinking, okay, how can they get it to 100%? You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm saying, okay, so if they work for government, city, or state, well, what's the government, city, state job?
The city jobs, the ones.
The city jobs. They always told you growing up, get yourself a good city
Girl,
job.
I still hear
Okay,
that.
so then when I'm like, okay, we work for the the welfare office.
Right.
You see us in there. You see us in public schools.
MTA.
You know, MTA.
Right. The post
EPA.
office. Right.
And then so they started talking. I would hear them talking about unconstitutional programs. They already was planning on getting rid of all of these different entities because they were saying that it was unconstitutional. And it's like stemming from the whole FDR New Deal.
With the time.
Yes,
right.
okay. So now, they're talking about rolling back, like I said, student debt relief, imposing work requirements on Medicaid, and hold your breath, like Kitty just told us, reproductive rights. Not just abortion, reproductive rights, all right?
So I was watching this show. It's so ironic, the timing of things. I don't know if you ever heard it, and I don't know if we have to give credit to them or anything, but it's a show called The Girls on the Bus. And it's about journalists that are on the Democratic bus, convention bus, following the candidates around for the who's going to be chosen for the Democratic candidate for presidency.
And what they
right?
doing on this bus? Drinking and drugging and buying
No,
prostitutes? Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
There's some real life journalism happening.
Okay, journalism.
Yes, and it was just interesting to see the process from their perspective of reporting
I don't know why I
the
was
news.
envisioning a party
I
bus.
don't know, because that's the way it is. But no, these were true. I mean, they did party. They do, you know, get down and drink and all that. But they're truly, you know, when it's time to report and get the news, they're there on the road. But what was interesting, why I bring this up, was because one of the journalists happens to get pregnant while she's that's but because and this is hypothetically current, but she's in a state that she can't get the abortion pill. So her doctor is like mailing the pills different places while they're on the road. And when she gets to one station, she actually has to drive 4 hours away from where she's at just to get the abortion pill because of the legislation now of the reversal of Roe versus Wade. So I bring that up because you don't really think about the Roe versus Wade a law. You think just women can't have abortions, but it's not just about women not having abortions. It's actually even the difficulty back in the day of like this stigma now that's attached to it, where it's against the law. And now you're having, instead of having back alley abortions with the hanger, now you got to travel 4 hours.
Right, but that's what
away.
I'm saying. It's not just about abortion.
Right.
They're talking about reproductive. So
Right.
that means vasectomies. That means
Right.
IUDs.
Right.
That means Plan Bs. That means
Exactly.
have your baby or else, you know?
Bump.
And listen, let's not. I want to give to the impact on Black folks. Okay, this plan doesn't just turn back the clock on policies that help us climb. It shoves us back with both hands or a water hose. Okay, education, healthcare, civil rights, everything is on the chopping block.